doctor?
For a while.
Okay, so then you were aware of the severity of her condition?
Yes.
On how severe her diabetes and Alzheimer's was and the hip. Okay. So Mildred was required to take insulin 2 times a day, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would eating sweets in the early morning affect her by late afternoon if she did not receive insulin in the morning? If she does not receive insulin in the morning and she eats sweets in the early morning, would it affect her by late afternoon?
Like saying, would it affect her in the morning?
Yeah, would it affect her in a negative way because she died? So, would it affect her in a negative way if she ate sweets in the morning by late afternoon?
When there's a lack of insulin and you have low blood sugar, table sugar and candy is okay. If you have insulin. You need to speak louder.
That didn't answer the question. If she eats candy in the morning without insulin, would it affect her by late afternoon
Not
in a negative way?
No.
So it's okay if she eats candy?
Sometimes.
Okay. When you visited a few days prior to Mildred's death, was it looked like she was being cared for well by the defendants, or was she not very well off?
She was well.
She was perfectly fine?
Not perfectly fine.
With her condition, she was well?
Yeah.
Okay, even though she died a few days later? Okay. So she looked like she was receiving all of her shots, not being fed things that would harm her? Okay. Do you as a professional believe that it would be the normal thing if there was always insulin in the house?
Yeah.
So there should be always insulin in the house?
But it's normal to run out, so that's why she got one.
But as a professional, you would say you should get new insulin 3 days prior to running out. It would be professional as an RN to get insulin prior to completely running out.
Yes.
Okay. Based on, yeah, I'm sure you have reviewed, because she was your patient, her convulsions and seizures, did she die of a lack of insulin, to your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay. Even the defense was trying to say she died of Alzheimer's. The investigation report said that there was candy wrappers strewn across the head of her bed. Now, in my knowledge, that would say that there was quite a few pieces of candy. So, if that much candy strewn, which means quite a few pieces of candy, if she ate that with no insulin, that would not affect her at all later in the day, is what you're saying.
I said it's okay for her to get candy.
But strewn as in a substantial amount of candy strewn across the head of the bed, if she ate that, that would not affect her at all? It would. Okay. So, as a professional, if you have a patient with Alzheimer's, do you believe it's safe to leave out things such as candy in a house? When you have a patient with Alzheimer's and diabetes, so like they said, she might not remember.